Wondering how to win each day? In other words, what does it take to set yourself up for daily success? What should you do to build success in from the start of your day and establish the foundations necessary for achievement, fulfillment, and happiness? In this video, I'll show you exactly how to win each day by sharing 18 habits that help you be successful. And while these scientifically proven success habits are each important on their own, they work best when practiced in combination with one another. So be sure and stay tuned till the very end, and don't forget to snag your free checklist through the link in the description. Give this video a thumbs up if you're excited. Here goes.
Alright, the first thing you should be doing in order to ensure a successful day is going to bed and waking up at the same times every day. Missing sleep or getting inconsistent sleep or not respecting the hormonal fluctuations that our body goes through at different times of the day, that just sets us up for failure. It throws our circadian rhythm off. It puts us in that state of jet lag, and that is one of the worst things we can do for our productivity, our mental clarity, our focus, our energy. I could go on and on. So don't do this. The second thing we need to do is identify our priorities. If we wake up and don't know what our priorities are, if we don't think about what our most important tasks are or what we really need to accomplish that day, then we'll just wander around aimlessly and not get as much done as we could or should. One of the ways that we set ourselves up for failure is trying to do too much, thinking that we're going to get more done in a day than we are actually able to do. From the beginning, think about your priorities, clarify your most important task, then have a couple of backup things that would be nice to work on or nice to accomplish, and then you will be ready for a successful day. The third thing you need to do to ensure success is reaffirm your boundaries. It is so easy to all of a sudden be caught off guard by someone else's latest emergency or some new challenge that comes up. That is going to happen, but if we first take a moment and really remind ourselves what is most important and what really matters to us, we will be less likely to be swayed off course by those things as they arise. The next thing you need to do is something that you've probably heard a lot of people suggest. That is to be grateful. Right from the beginning of the day, we can set ourselves up for success by reminding ourselves of just how many blessings are already all around us. Whatever hardship you may have gone through yesterday, whatever new challenge might arise today, really orient your mind, shape your perspective around how good you already have it. And from there, you will be equipped for success. The fifth thing you need to do is get fully dressed. How we look, how we feel about how we look is an important part of how we face the day. So right from the beginning, if we get dressed all the way down to our shoes, then we just automatically feel better about ourselves and we feel more prepared to take on whatever comes our way. From there, throughout the day, it is super important to be drinking a lot of water and hopefully little else. Our bodies need so much of it, and lack of water, being dehydrated, is at the root of a ton of problems, especially things that affect our mental clarity, our focus, our productivity. So don't make that mistake. One of the easiest ways we can set ourselves up for success is simply drinking water. On that note, the seventh way you can set yourself up for success each day is to eat a lot of real, unprocessed foods. The research shows that what we eat affects our mood. It affects so much. And so we've got to make sure we're giving our body the good things that it can actually use to help us be successful. Keeping up with that theme, number 8 is to minimize your sugar intake. Sugar is a real evil in so many ways. Sugar really sets us back, and our body has to focus on processing the sugar rather than devoting attention and energy to what we want to be doing. So to be your most successful self, really try and limit the sugar that you take in. Number 9 is to spend time outside. Nature is just so important. Our bodies get so much from being out in the open. While it's so easy in our modern lifestyle to be cooped up to sit at a desk all day, to be working indoors, or then just veg out in front of the TV or scroll on our devices. Really try and get outside for whatever time you can, because it makes a real difference and is just proven to help us be the most successful we can be. The 10th thing we can do to build success in every day is make sure that we are exercising. Doesn't have to be a ton, doesn't have to be strenuous, but exercise is very essential to success, and it's been shown that the most successful people really prioritize their health in this way. So please do the same. One of the best things you can do for your daily success is exercise. Now you might think I'm making this next one up, but I promise I am not. It is scientifically proven that smiling, laughing, looking for joy is proven to help us be more successful. There are such real results that are obtained when we force ourselves to smile. Even if we don't feel like it, just the physical act of smiling works in reverse to send signals to our brain, cueing us to release those hormones, and it makes us feel better even if we were having a hard time. On the flip side, of course, being pessimistic and negative really isn't going to get us anywhere, and it's proven to actually hurt our success chances. So try and be positive, no matter how hard it might seem in the moment. Step 12 is to relax. Obviously, this is easier said than done, but even just something as simple as taking a deep breath and letting that oxygen go throughout our body can really help us clear our head and refresh our perspective, and just know that we're gonna make it, we're gonna be okay, we can reach that success we're seeking. Moving right along, number 13 is to turn your devices off. Now, I know none of us wants to disconnect, or we often need to be available for whatever reason, but we also need to set ourselves up for success by having breaks, by stepping away from that technology, by turning off notifications, especially when we're trying to sleep or when we're trying to work. We've got to make sure that we don't let our devices rule our lives. On that note, number 14 is to have a real live conversation with someone. It's so important that we have that real interaction. So as much as you can, really try and have those real conversations. Make sure that you're not living in the social media world and you're actually socializing with people around you. The next thing you need to do for a successful day is look for opportunities to show a kind gesture to someone. It is scientifically proven that those acts of kindness make a world of difference, not only for the people that we're helping, but for us, right? And so looking for others in need, looking for opportunities to serve, these are ways that the most successful people actually are successful. They're not focused on themselves. They're not defining success by their own worldview. They are instead focused on serving and making a difference and adding value. So you can do that too. Number 16 is to do something you enjoy. To take a few minutes or whatever time your schedule allows to do something that you're passionate about, something that makes you feel good. There are so many times that we have to do things we don't want to do. We have obligations and responsibilities, and a lot of our time is filled up with what others kind of dictate to us in some capacity. But if you can find any chunk of time for doing what you want to do and doing what you love, then the success will flow so much easier. The next thing you want to do, especially as your day is winding down, is think about how things went. Evaluate the good things that happened and really think about the bad things that didn't go the way you wanted. But most importantly of all then, the real thing to do is commit to a better tomorrow. Make sure that you're not letting today define you. You're not riding the highs too high or riding the lows too low. Just know that tomorrow is a new opportunity and you are committing to making it a success, no matter how successful or unsuccessful today felt for you. The 18th thing to do is to give yourself credit for showing up and trying. Life isn't easy, and there are so many challenges, so many hardships, so many struggles that we wish perhaps we didn't have. But you know what? You did it. You came, you conquered, and you're working through whatever it is that came your way. Don't minimize that accomplishment. That's a success all in its own. Nobody else's opinion matters. You are not defined by the results. You are defined by your attitude, by the meaning you have in your life, and you should just be so proud of yourself. We have the choice to always be improving, to always be growing. Look for those opportunities. Look for all the good that you can bring into your life. Keep focused on that, and success is going to be yours before you know it. Now you know how to win each day, and it's really not that hard, right? Definitely take a minute and download my Everyday Essentials checklist, and then let me know in the comments below what you think. If you are new, please be sure and subscribe down below. I release new videos every Thursday all about prioritization, productivity, time management, and that elusive thing we call work-life balance. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram or check out my website. And until next time, thank you so much for joining me on this journey.